All right, guys, we are back. Another episode, 6 scale. This is really 6 scale news. This is 6 scale hype. Should have named it that. 6 scale hype. Hot Toys, SDCC releases. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, and I'm super excited about this. So here's the deal. Got some new gentlemen on the stream who you may have seen on other locations, or you may have seen at Facebook or Instagram or wherever else. So this is going to be kind of fun. So first up, let's introduce the 6 scale economists.
What's going on, guys? Yep, 6 scale economist. Started a YouTube channel probably about two months ago, and basically just go over hot toys, talk about review about them, and then talk about them from a collection perspective and investment perspective, kind of how I try keep things fresh, keep things a little bit different for my channel.
Right on, man. I've been watching some of your videos, enjoyed it, and I wanted to have a chat here, talk about this with other collectors, so that's why we're here today. And then I've got Kish. Kish is in the house from all the way on the West Coast.
Yep.
So what's happening, man?
Not a whole lot. Yeah, I just collect, work in TV and film, so it's more of a hobby.
Yep.
Hobby and a pleasure.
So you're not a professional YouTube superstar?
Nope.
Just a professional 6 scale purchaser.
Yep.
I tell everybody, asks me, they'll say, "What do you collect?" I said, "Receipts." That's what I collect.
Easy.
Yeah, just collect. Like no joke. I got them right here. I got receipts. And just so happens that the receipts come along with other items. So yeah. So super excited to talk about tonight. So we've all kind of seen the SDCC releases. The Sideshow Con did their thing. Hot Toys had their summer showcase, and we're going to talk about those things tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out. I'm going to share a screen. We're going to look at some photos, talk about these figures, and we can talk about whatever collections or questions that you guys have in the chat. We'll try and answer those. I have brought some figures with me today. Before we get into the photos for SDCC, I brought up War Machine Mark IV. I recently had the War Machine Punisher, and then I had the War Machine Mark IV, and I decided to let the Punisher man go away, and I kept the Mark IV. And I get like 50-50 response that says, "You're an idiot," or "That was a good move." I don't know. Kish, what's your thought on that?
I love the Mark IV. The only thing that I had issues with was the crotch grabber. I feel like
It's
they
useless.
could have improved on that. Yeah.
Yeah, the
But
crotch
other than
grabber
that,
is useless.
In person, it's a beast. It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it. I'm not getting rid of mine.
You keeping yours?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Not
What
good.
about Economist? You picked one up?
So I actually passed on that one. I have like Iron Man's, but I figure if I'm gonna have one War Machine, I'm probably just gonna get the Iron Patriot. It just looks so cool. I'm still on the fence about it though, but I think that one just looks really awesome, even at that price point.
Yeah, I think the Iron Patriot, if I've got War Machine here, the Iron Patriot's going to be like this big.
Yeah.
And it's going to weigh 19 pounds. It's going to be awesome. And I did something silly today. And I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did it anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and announce it here first. I went ahead and bought the Mark VI. I did. I know that's probably something silly to do because the Iron Patriot is definitely something to get. But seeing photos of the Mark VI, I think it's just as beastly as this with less weapons. I don't know. I have no idea. But we're going to check it out. So I'll do a video on it, and then we'll determine if I keep them both or get rid of one or whatever. But the Mark VI looks just, I don't know. I think the Iron Patriot should have had the Mark VI paint job rather than all those crazy colors. But I've got that one coming. I had a bunch of rewards points at Sideshow, so I went ahead and used those, and I did that. And then I also picked something else up, but we'll take a look at that a little later. So let me do this, guys. I'm going to hit a good old share screen button here. Let's see if I can make this happen. And actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I don't have to do that there, do I? I did this earlier on the testing thing, and it worked out perfectly. So bear with me while I set this thing up. But Kish, were there any particular standouts this week for you for the releases that were out there?
For me, it was the Clone Wars.
Gotcha.
I'm alright with not getting the animated sculpts, but I already pre-ordered Anakin.
Yeah, it just looks so good.
That was the first one. I was like in the cart.
Right? All right, so I'm gonna hit this button here, share a screen, and we're going to share. Let's go with this.
Not Hot Toys related, but the Obi-Wan Mythos.
Oh God, yes, please.
That one.
Yes. All right, so I've got this going on here.
Yeah, that looked great. I'm not a huge statue collector, but that one's really hard to resist. That one's tempting me.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do this. This is going to be kind of crazy with this setup I've got going on for this live stream. This is going to be fun. Let's see if I can do this over here. Oh, look at this. We're going to have like the chat on there and everything. I'm getting all kinds of fancy here. Yeah, let's deal with this. That works. Let's do that. Oh, wow. This is being all kinds of interesting with Zoom and this kind. It's like wanting to snap two different things, so that's kind of fun. All right, so let's go ahead and transition over there. You guys should be able to see what I'm seeing. I'm only seeing one thing that is weird. I see like the little screen share. Oh, that's on that screen. Okay, so we're good. So you guys should be able to see that. Let me double check. Can you, Kish, you guys see the photos?
I can see the photos.
Okay. All right. Let me double check the feed because I'm being crafty tonight, and let me just make sure everything's gonna work. Let's see here. Standouts, $800 for Funko Bird. No. Oh God. Yeah, exactly. All right. So let me. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Sweet. Awesome. So did I miss a code? I'm not dropping any codes for Sideshow tonight. Just throwing that out there. This is not the right stream. If you're looking for codes, you're in the wrong place. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, so Anakin, Kish, you said you already pre-ordered. Which Anakin did you get?
Don't kill me. I did both.
You did? Well, that's your money. I'm not going to kill you. Why'd you do both?
Chances are I'm going to give it to a friend, but I wanted to grab both.
Well,
by mistake, also. I ordered one and then realized it wasn't the deluxe. And I was like, well, I guess I'll order a second one.
Instead of canceling the first one. They sound like me.
Whatever. I don't care.
This one, I'm super excited about this one. What?
I'll probably give it to you.
No, yeah, well, don't do that. But when you saw this one, what was your first thoughts when they announced it? They first announced it at Sideshow, I think, and they said, "Hey, like, here's this thing that," and there weren't any great photos. They were showing video of it. But what was your first thought when you first saw it?
I thought it looked amazing. Kind of disappointed on the animated sculpt. I mean, considering we're getting the Spider-Man into the universe. So it's like, they could have done it, but I get it. Especially if they want to match for, the rest of, like the Rex and the Cody. It's kind of like a given.
Right.
Do that.
Yeah. Did you, was it just like as soon as you saw it, you knew that cost you $500?
Oh, yeah.
I'm totally with you on that one, man. I'm totally with you on that one. 6 scale economist. What's your thoughts, man? When you saw it, are you getting it? I didn't answer.
A million% I'm getting it. Like for sure. I saw it, and I'm like very big into Star Wars, probably more than Marvel, and so and I love like the Clone Wars, so I knew I was definitely going to get it. I was a little bit let down when I saw like the initial stuff, but I think it was just because of the lighting with Sideshow. Once Hot Toys did like their like Hot Toys like showcase, I was like, okay, great, like that's proper lighting, like professional lighting. That looks fantastic.
Yeah. Which one are you getting?
So right now I'm getting the deluxe. I'm just a little bit on the fence. It just seems like it's a pretty like big increase in price for that, and I'm not positive I'm going to use it. For now, I'm going to get the deluxe, though. I'm just waiting for Steven's Collectibles and more, which is where I ordered my Hot Toys from, to get the pre-order up, and then I'm definitely going to order it.
Nice. I'm a sucker for 6 scale vehicles, and I have battle droids to put on that thing, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get Stap. I'm going to get that one. That's an interesting move, getting 2. I could see 2 of them. That would be cool. Yeah. Have any of you guys got any battle droids you can throw on this thing?
No, but it'd be nice if they released them.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you right now, I think if they continue with this trend, which I think they're going to do, Hot Toys wise, they're going to continue to give us Clone Wars figures, which we're going to look at more of them a little bit. But the Sideshow battle droids to go with the clones, I don't know what else honestly, Hot Toys, I'm not sure how they could improve on the sideshow design of the battle droids.
Agreed.
They're good. So I can see some of those being snatched up in the secondary market quickly, and they're not expensive at all. I don't think you can get a 2-pack for $250 or $200. They're not super expensive, but I have a couple, and they're a lot of fun to play with. I really like those things. But passing through some of these photos, guys. Here's Anakin with the Stap. Based on photos from Secret Base, this thing is humongous.
Yeah.
And there's nobody on the planet that is like protective of their figures that's going to pose their Anakin like this. Nobody. And the reason I say that is because of the boot.
Yep. Yeah. It's the same boot as the last one. It looks like.
Yeah. They should have totally, and I don't know why they don't do this with Star Wars, but they should have given us the Captain America split boot.
Yep.
Yeah. They should have.
It's way past time because you can't tell it if in person you can't. It looks fine. I don't know why they don't do that. I don't know if that's a Disney thing. I don't guess it's a Disney thing because they do it for Marvel. I don't know, but it's just stupid. I did not look. Does this Stap have light up features? Because I didn't really read the directions on that. Does it light up or is that just Photoshop?
That's a good question. I'm actually not sure either.
I don't know the answer. Maybe somebody in the chat has read the actual breakdown. But I haven't.
Are you picking up you're definitely picking this up, Dead Patrol? Or you say you're picking up the deluxe one?
I'm gonna pick up the Stap. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. It's a no-brainer for me. I've got plenty of room to display a giant vehicle like that, so that's not gonna be a problem. And again, battle droids to put on it. I think that I'll have more fun posing battle droids on this than I will Anakin, because they're about unbreakable if you pay attention to them. Larry says, I'm getting the non-deluxe version with no poncho. Let's see here. What else we got? Cable is sick. Let's talk Cable. We're going to get there, I promise. I promise we're going to get to Cable. The poncho is not a big deal for me. I could care less about the poncho. Personally, don't care. Toy Mafia says it has lights. So there we go. There's our official answer from the Toy Mafia. But then we're getting these like teaser things with the holograms of Ahsoka, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. So does this hologram of Ahsoka mean we're getting a Season 7 Clone Wars Ahsoka? What's the deal?
It's a tough tease. I think that we have to. I know people have been speculating that like Ahsoka is going to be in Mandalorian Season 2, and that's why they're like holding off on that. But I was just thinking, like, if Hot Toys wants to make money, why don't they just give us a Season 7 Clone Wars one right now, and then just like change her out for forever if she's going to be in Mandalorian Season 2 if she is in it, and then just give us another one there. I'd be happy to buy both.
Right. What about you, Kish? What's your thoughts?
Oh, I think we'll get Ahsoka.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think we will too.
We'll definitely get one.
Ahsoka will break the internet.
Yep.
It will just be like done. It'll be way better than any Kardashian ever. It'd be way better, and I'm excited about it. I think we're gonna get it. People are asking me about are we gonna get a Clone Wars Maul? I think the odds are good that we'll get another Maul. So I'm in on that too, but
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that. But I think they already have the head sculpt and other things, so I don't know. Although with the recent activities of Mr. Park, we might not. That might have killed that.
I'm waiting for the prices to go up on Maul.
Oh, his activities may have just sealed the deal on. I don't know, but some people do stupid things. That's all I can say. But anyways, yeah, we'll see. But getting an Ahsoka will absolutely break the internet. Getting Ahsoka would be like. It would be like a re-release or a die-cast Mark I Iron Man. It would be way the heck up there.
Yeah.
It might be higher than that.
It'll probably sell on day one.
Yeah.
Pre-order.
Yeah,
it would do so well.
It would, and they know it's a moneymaker. I think I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm in. That's all I can say. The one thing I liked about this Anakin is the wired tabards he's got here, which they've showed multiple photos that tell me there's wires in those things and that you can pose them just like this. I love it. Again, the boot just kind of kills me. So, There's that. There's the poncho. If you guys want to know, if you're in the U.S., Sideshow is the exclusive retailer of Hot Toys collectors, distributor. If you want the special edition on any of these figures, you have to get it directly from Sideshow. You can't get it from your local comic shop with that exclusive figure or a piece. You can't get it from another online retailer. You just can't get it. You got to get it through Sideshow. So if you want those, I could care less about the poncho. I don't think it's that big a deal. I will never ever display my figure with a poncho.
I think I was in the minority on this one. I kind of like the poncho look, but I also don't need to like reach to get it from Sideshow to do that. I can just use the Qui-Gon one if anything. But I actually thought it looked like kind of cool. I agree. I probably wouldn't display it very often, in this look, but it would be maybe nice.
Right. Yeah, I have noticed. And when I look at photos, I dissect blogger photos. I don't know if you guys do this, but I was doing this with the Spider-Man 29. We'll look at it in a little bit. But I dissect the photos to see how far did the photographer push the articulation, how far did they bend the waist, the torso, the boots, whatever. Because they're going to do as much as they possibly can without breaking the figure. And they're going, so I watch those things. So this right here, I like I said, I would never display my figure. It doesn't mean anybody shouldn't. It just means I wouldn't. That's me. I think it's nice to have, but I would never even take it out of the box. If I wasn't making a review on YouTube, I probably would never take it out of the box. There's Anakin again with a stap. Just look at the size of that thing. It is freaking epic. And I do hope that it is sturdy. I do hope that. But this was the big one. We had Anakin, but then with Anakin without Obi-Wan is pretty much not as cool. And I know when I look at figures that are new releases, I look at the photos, I look at the videos, whatever they provide us with, and I look at how is it going to look on my shelf. And then that determines whether or not I'm going to fork over the cash. And this right here made me fork over the cash.
It's such a great picture. Yeah.
They freaking nailed it, man. Kish, what's your thoughts on this Obi-Wan we got?
I'm getting that one the minute it comes out.
Yeah.
The minute we can pre-order it, it's done.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer, though. I mean, when I saw Anakin, it's like, yeah, get Obi.
It's the same portrait we already have. I'm fairly certain it's the exact same portrait. At least on this prototype.
The hair is different, but for the most part, it's the same.
Yeah, and but I don't know, the paint, the weathering on it looks awesome. It clearly's got good articulation. It doesn't look, it's got a rubber undersuit, it's got cloth on the material there because the rubber just wouldn't bend that way. The colors are great. That's just the design of Lucas and Disney doing great costume design. But I'm all over this one. I might get two of them. It's that good, man.
Yeah, it looks so great, and in like having like Rex and Cody behind them, it's going to be an insane shelf. Probably going to be my favorite shelf for a very long time.
Right. It makes you wonder: should I keep buying all these Marvel figures? Because one of the upcoming photos scares me to death. Let's see if we can fast forward to that. This one, that's Anakin again. Let's see if I can find this photo. This photo scares me to death. How much money does this photo cost us?
It's not going to be cheap.
It's not going to be cheap. I don't, what do you guys in the chat say? This thing is... when I saw that we were getting Obi-Wan and I saw we were getting Anakin, and then they popped this one out on the promo photos, I was like, oh crap. Do any of you guys own any of the Sideshow clones?
No.
No? Okay.
I had like 12 of them up until right before Rex came out, and then once Rex came out, I just thought I mean, the armor on them is just doesn't feel great given how old they are. So I just started selling them, and was able to sell basically all of them in the past month, just to get ready to get all these Hot Toys.
Oh well, then you cashed out. Good timing.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, good timing on that. I bought 15 of them at once, year and a half ago or so, and I just started trading them out and selling them and doing all that kind of thing, just change up the collection because honestly, there was no chance in hell we were getting Clone Wars stuff at that time, and I just trading that stuff out, changing collection. But I don't regret that at all. I mean, I bought ARC Trooper 5s on eBay for $140 like 2 years ago.
Absolute scoop.
I sold it for $550. You know, which honestly, at this point, that's a really good deal.
Yeah, you give someone a great deal.
So I don't even feel bad about that one. I never could find Echo to go with him, and so I was like, nah, you got to go. I think we're going to get Hot Toys to bring us Echo and 5s. I think that's going to happen. But how many, Kish, how many of these clones are you going to need for the awesome displays behind you?
I'll probably get 2 of each.
2 of each.
2 of each.
That is a conservative man.
I feel like that's the scary part with these. Like, you don't really need to get like 2 Rexes or 2 Codys, but once they start doing like these Phase 1 and Phase 2 clone troopers and like Ahsoka clone troopers, you kind of have to have 2 of each, like to flank whatever centerpiece figure you have. Not cheap.
Right, and it's kind of. I think it's going to be weird to get the Hot Toys Rex to have next to Sideshow clones. I don't think they're good. I don't know, but I just think they're going to look weird next to each other.
They'll look different.
Yeah. I still have Commander Bakara over here, and I think it's a great figure. He's killing some battle droids over there, but the Sideshow Clone Trooper Deluxes had so many accessories, backpacks. I mean, freaking detonators, different feet, Phase 1, Phase 2's helmets, all this kind of stuff, just ridiculous stuff. And I highly, highly doubt Hot Toys is going to give us that level of accessories for a decent price point.
Right.
But I'm fingers crossed they do. I think, I don't know. I'm not seeing it though. I don't think it's going to happen. So the guys in the chat said I have no Stormtrooper figures, but I would buy an army of clones. Yep. I'm with you on that one. Phase 1 clones are the best. I like the Phase 1 helmets myself. They look more just mean. I don't know. I like them. I like them all. All right, so next up, the one somebody said, get the cable. Let's talk cable. Well, let's talk cable. Economist, what was your thoughts when you first saw old Mr. Cable?
This just felt so out of left field. I probably could have guessed like 100 figures that I thought we were going to see before we saw this one. I personally am not like a terribly huge fan of Deadpool, so like I wasn't super gassed up about this, but I know that like tons of people in the community were like super amped for this one. I'm sure you guys probably were, but it just looks great, very original. Especially that arm. We just like haven't seen something like that before.
Yeah, it's I'm a little worried about that arm based on the Winter Soldier.
Right.
And the paint rub and the amount of articulation. And I'm looking at this, and I didn't notice this in the previous photos, but look at that arm, and look at the range of motion you're going to get. So you got 90 degrees there, over 90 degrees there. Like it doesn't. I think single joints all we're going to get, and I think 90 degrees is all we're going to get out of that elbow.
Yeah.
That worries me a little bit for our posing purposes, but if you look at the photos, and this is why I want to talk about dissecting blogger photos, and look at what they're doing with the figure, the right arm definitely has double bend in it. There's no issues there. But the left one, I think they're going to give us a single so it doesn't bust out any of that paint.
Yeah, that's super interesting. You analyze the blogger face. I never really thought about that, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't see anywhere they're really pushing that arm.
Nope. Look, even there, that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
So that's definitely gonna impact the poses you're gonna be able to pull off and how he's gonna interact with other figures. But regardless of that, it's freaking epic. I don't know. I'm assuming since you're not a big Deadpool fan, you're not gonna be picking this up.
Yeah, this one's probably just passed for me. I have enough money that I need to spend on Star Wars and Marvel. So
he's like, I gotta buy 75 clones. What about you, Kish? I already know the answer, but go ahead.
I'll probably end up picking it up. I keep telling myself, nah, like, I'll wait, but chances are I'll grab it.
Well, we're all going to wait. It's 2022.
Yeah, the arm is what worries me, though. Because I've had the Winter Soldier ones, and, I'm glad I got rid of them when I did.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Winter Soldier had that flaking problem as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the arm. I mean, you remember it just had a single joint. You get 90 degrees. That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
And it clearly looks like that's what we're going to get with this figure as well. However, I said this.
A big shelf presence though.
Oh, it's going to have epic.
Yeah.
Epic shelf presence. if you light it right, like we were talking about earlier with Sideshow Booth, if you have the right lights on there, whoo, it's gonna be on money. Now the exclusive part there is the Psionic Shield. That's a throwaway piece for me. I don't think I'll ever use that.
I'll never use it.
Nope. But I was talking with I think I talked in the video or one of my 75 live streams I've done this week. It feels like that, anyways. Is that bang for the buck? This is the best deal they released. Best deal.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of accessories and detail. Like I was pretty surprised as well.
Yeah, let me proc up to the accessories page. Look at this thing. We're gonna get 6 weapons, the time traveler deal, a ridiculously sculpted torso and arm. We're getting like multiple sets of clothing, multiple hands. We're getting a freaking teddy bear, which everybody needs one of those. I mean, it's just, I think that's on point for, and it's like sub $300. No brainer. Absolutely no brainer. Super excited about it. And the eye does have a light up function. So that's pretty sick. So I'm super excited about this one. This Deadpool. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one. So let's look at that sculpt, man. Did we need this figure? No. But I'm glad they're making it, so I'm gonna buy it anyways. Oh, I can't wait. The teddy bear is over the top, man. It's over the top. All right, so let's talk about this Iron Man. I know you guys, at least Kish, I know you buy Iron Man figures because you got them behind you, and you and I have talked about them. What's your thoughts on this holographic Mark IV?
I'm gonna pass on it.
It's a pass.
It's a pass.
Why?
I'm trying to limit my Marvel collection. Hence the reason why you got all my Guardians.
Oh, yeah, thank you, by the way. They look beautiful right there. Yeah. And I still have Star-Lord and Gamora dancing over here having a fun time. Although I did straighten the arm back out so I don't have that 90-degree bend in that Gamora. So I was like, only for photos! And then you got, Rocket's currently upside down in the flight stand, actually, because he all about fell out of it. But, yeah. So you're trying to limit Marvel. You passed on this one. 6-scale economist, you're collecting Star Wars, so I'm going to assume you're not getting this?
I have a decent amount of Marvel, but I've been trying to limit my Iron Mans. Like, I have the 7, and then I have, I'm gonna be getting, like, Battle Damage Endgame, and then have the 47 coming already on pre-order. So I think that's probably good for me for Iron Mans right now. So,
gotcha.
Although I am kind of looking at the Far From Home one, that would be the Illusionist one.
This one, when they dropped the price of it today, it was $330. I thought that was a fair value for what it was. I'm not upset at that at all. The Mark 47 re-release is $375. That's by far just great value for the amount of accessories and stuff you get with the 47.
So great. Die-cast.
Everything. So this one's got a die-cast frame, a plastic outside. I pulled the trigger on it today. I did. I'm weak. What can I tell you?
I think it's really cool. It's definitely unique.
It's unique, and honestly, I just want to see it. Even if I just keep it, make a video on it, and sell it, then so be it. I mean, that's fine. But I just wanted to see it. I want to photograph it. I want to have some fun with it, and pose it next to some other Iron Man figures I've been picking up. And we're going to be able to get it now. So one of the reasons I picked this up now is because it was a con exclusive. It's shipping now, and everything else I ordered is not coming for a year and a half.
Right.
So I figured, why not? I can enjoy it until the other ones show up, and then I can sell it, trade it, do whatever I want to do with it, and kind of have some fun with that. But that was my thought on this thing, because I saw the other things that are popping up soon, which are all these Star Wars stuff. We got Mandalorian's going to be popping up soon, The Child, Qui-Gon, Cody. We got Wild for Rex, but all these Star Wars things are going to start popping up, and you're going to see Star Wars hype go back up with this Anakin and Obi-Wan.
And Mandalorian Season 2 coming.
Mandalorian Season 2 hype? Whew.
Yeah.
Can't tell you.
Star Wars, I think I'm pretty bullish on Star Wars right now. I think it's coming, the wave's coming back soon.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, so this one's controversial. Illusion Iron Man. This was a hard pass for me, gentlemen.
Ooh.
It's a hard pass. What do you guys in the chat say about this?
I'm passing on it.
Yeah, it's a hard pass. This one's 100% plastic, which makes sense. I mean, I get it. But it's a 100% pass for me.
I saw it, and I that was the one that like surprised me the most from the releases, and I was like, oh, I definitely want to get that. And then I saw the price point at 420, and I was like, okay, I'm totally fine with that. That's obviously going to have to be die cast. It's not going to be over 400 to be die cast. And obviously we found out that it's not, and now I'm like very taken back, and now I'm probably going to end up passing on it. But if this was die cast, I would have definitely picked it up. I guess it would have been hard for them to make this die cast, but I assumed it was because of the price point.
I thought it was too. Yeah, I don't know. This base is completely trash. I think the base is garbage. Yeah. It's just cheap plastic. I don't buy figures for the base anyways. But you're right, man. $420 plus sales tax plus shipping. Yeah, so you got $500 in a plastic figure.
I just can't believe it's plastic. I can't believe it costs that much to make it plastic.
I'm assuming the molds are just ridiculous. I mean, it is new. I mean, I get it. Or maybe I got a new theory. It's the Mark 46 suit, so maybe they overpriced it because it's the Mark 46 hype.
Yeah. Maybe, but the Mark 46 is die-cast. I don't know.
Right. I don't know. This one's pass. If it was 300, I mean, hell. All right, so the die-cast frame holographic Iron Man is 330. You're going to get more accessories with that one. This one's $100 more. It's pass, man. And everybody's going to be like, but it's awesome. It's a zombie. I'm like, it's from like one random scene.
Yeah, I think it's about, someone said in one of my comments, it's like 3.8 seconds or something was the scene that this guy showed up in.
Right.
Make a hot toy.
Well, I can't. That's more screen time than the Patrol Trooper and Solo got, but we still got one of those.
Sure.
Which is a great figure, by the way.
I also picked that one up.
Right? The Patrol Trooper's gorgeous. It literally is one of my favorite troopers, and he was on the scene for 2 seconds.
Was it just the one scene where he gets like run over?
He gets on his speeder and runs out and crashes, and that's it. That's the whole scene. And Hot Toy. So super exciting. All right, moving on down, guys. We got Spider-Man 2099. I talked about this one in my video as well. I have concerns. I've owned a lot of Spider-Man figures. I have concerns about this one. Kish, you've got a lot of figures. What's your thoughts on like durability and longevity of this suit?
I can see that front completely peeling off.
Yep.
Not doing it.
Nope. What about Economist? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, this one was a pass for me. I feel like I already deal with, like, I have the Deluxe Homecoming Spider-Man next to me, and I'm fine leaving that one in a museum pose. But that's because I really like MCU Spider-Man. This one, like, I don't really need another like museum pose Spider-Man. I'm gonna have to be worried about posing. It was a pass for me. Right.
This is another one where I dissected the photos, and if you look through these things, and this is just trying to see posability of this thing. All the blogger photos on this have the torso straight up and down. You don't have any twist. You got barely any ab crunch in this thing, because this is going to be, it's going to crack. It's going to peel off. It's going to crease. I mean, look at all this. Like, there's barely any ab crunch there, and it's straight up and down. There's barely any torso twist at all with any of these photos. It looks like the Spider-Man advanced suit material, which I'm in on. I'm good with that. But the attachments are just.
Yeah.
I'm glad they made it, because there are people who will buy this for museum pose and be super happy about it, and for those, I'm glad you're getting it, but not for me. I do like the feet. The tread on the feet's pretty cool. I like that. And I don't remember what the price point on this one was, but it doesn't come with very many accessories for Spider-Man. I feel like the Advanced Suit Spider-Man was probably the best value figure they've released in the Spider-Man line, or Scarlet Spider. Last year's Scarlet Spider was an amazing figure. Absolutely amazing figure. And people ask me all the time, which Spider-Man figure should I buy? If available and in your budget, the Scarlet Spider is the best. It's the best one. You can pose the crap out of that thing.
Yeah. I love the homemade Spider-Man for that reason too. You can just go crazy with that one. Also, I think this one was a $265.
Yeah, which is, I think that's, I don't know, that's too much. It should be like $230, $220, something like that. But we're seeing everything go up in price, and it's just collecting is how it is. People can complain about it, but this is what it is. The problem I've got is now that we're having to pay sales tax on this stuff, that's another $25 per figure.
Yep.
That hurts. That sucks. So, It is what it is. Kish, you're not picking this one up, are you?
Nope.
He's
I'll
a pass.
pass on that one.
So we're saving some money so far. We spent on all those clones and buying double Anakins. So we're saving money on Marvel Land so far. I'm not. Oh, what is the chat? Chat says, Larry says, I just want them to remake the Raimi suit. I think that's coming. They're going to make it. Spider-Man's the next Iron Man. They're going to make every suit they can possibly make.
Yeah.
So be patient. If you haven't seen the one you want, just wait. That's all.
Oh, they'll make it.
Yeah, it's coming. I promise.
They'll make it, yeah.
Let's fast
Well,
forward.
I was a fan of the classic suit. That one.
This one. I'm 100% on board with this one.
Yeah. That one I can get behind.
Since you guys have you had the Spider-Man Homecoming Deluxe figure? Either one of you guys?
Yeah, I got mine right here.
So, looking at this material, do you think it's that material or the advanced suit Spidey material?
When I originally looked at it and looked at the red, I thought it looked different. But when I look at the blue, it looks like it is the same material as the Homecoming Deluxe, the not able to bend material.
I don't have the Homecoming, but I have the Far From Home, the promo.
Right, same thing. Yeah, that one.
And it looks the same.
I'm going back and forth, man. We're gonna look at some of these photos, and I've got some later, but I can't get my head wrapped around which one it is. I don't know. I'm going back and forth between the advanced suit Spidey, the more thicker pleather stuff, or that really super thin vinyl that you've got on the Homecoming. I don't know, but maybe another photo I've got in the gallery will help us decide. I don't know. This one right here, 100% hard pass. This is the mark for the one with the UV light thing going on.
Yeah.
Wait.
It looks like it got dipped in oil, and then they decided to shine some lights on it. Yeah, that's the hard pass, man. I'm glad we're getting another Spider-Man. If you really like that suit in the game, then more power to you, but that's a hard pass. This is the other one. All right, so this one is the classic, but this is a different angle. It makes me think it's the tech suit. So, do we buy two of these for one from museum and one you can pose the crap out of?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. But I think if you're going to get a Spider-Man figure, this is the one to get. I think that's it. I think that's... It's not up for pre-order yet. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I'm going to guess $250, $260.
That's something, right?
Probably in there. And what kind of accessories are we going to get?
Hardly anything.
Yeah, probably bare bones.
Maybe a donut. We're going to get another pizza box. We're going to get a camera. We're going to get a donut, a coffee cup. Man, that Scarlet Spider had it on for the accessories. Yeah, there it is. That's just... Man. All right. Come on, Marvel guys. Kish.
Oh, I'll get that one. I already have it pre-ordered.
Already did it?
Yep.
All
Well,
right.
I have the Guardians of the Galaxy one, so
Oh, space, yeah.
I'll definitely pick that up.
Are you picking it up just because, like, for like a Stan Lee collection, or do you put it next to like your other Marvel figures?
No, I have like a Stan Lee little section.
Nice.
There you go. I want this figure in my collection, but I can wait on it based on the other items coming out. It's, you know, if let's see if I put it this way. If I had an Iron Man figure, diecast Iron Man, I had a classic Spider-Man, I had Whiplash, which we're going to talk in a little bit, and then I had Stan Lee. Which one are you going to find yourself posing? It ain't Stan Lee.
Yeah.
You know, I will be picking it up, but I just don't. I don't see myself just sitting here enjoying the figure like you know, the War Machine, or even I've got Deadpool off camera here. If anybody's wondering, Deadpool is currently facing off with Obi-Wan. That's currently what I've got going on in the collection. So, battles for the galaxy going on right there. You know, I'm going to pick... I have the rest of the Ragnarok line. I'm picking it up. Gladiator, Hulk, and Hela, and all those figures. But this one's actually priced well. I think it was like $235 or something like that at Sideshow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's fair.
Bad.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I don't have any problems with it. The lock of Thor's hair is just a weird thing, but that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, so I don't mind that one at all. The fact that he's holding it in that promo photo is just funny. That's just funny. Yeah. So let's see. Let's move on down the right line here. Where's our next figure? Whiplash, the figure we didn't know we needed.
Still don't know what I need.
Right? This one's. I feel like this one's overpriced, but that's my thought. Economist, you're on this thing. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, what was it? 305 that it came at?
Yeah, it's 285. Was it 305? 285? I think it's 285.
Yeah, I just like the only thing that was having me like maybe consider this figure was like we don't have like a ton of like Marvel villains, like Thanos, Loki, but I'm not like a huge fan of Iron Man 2 as a movie. I definitely like Iron Man 1 more, Iron Man 3. Yeah. So I didn't really need this figure. I never found myself going back to try and pick up this figure in the secondary market before it came out, so I don't really think I need it for the reissue.
Good call on that one. It's definitely overpriced for what you get. I mean, you get no accessories. Like, none. That being said, I bought it. Because if they drop a Mark V and I missed out on this, I'll be so pissed.
It makes me think we're going to get the Mark V too.
We got to get, I mean, we got the mech test suit deal going on. Then we've got this guy. Mark V's got to be coming, guys. It's got to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Got to be. So, Kish,
when it does, I'll probably pick this one up in the secondary market, unfortunately. But
right. Kish, do you have a favorite iron suit?
The one I shipped you that you still haven't gotten yet.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Well, it'll show up eventually. So you like, that's your favorite suit?
Yeah. I enjoy that one the most.
Yeah. Now, I don't mean like figure.
But it's...
I don't mean like the figure. I mean like the movie suits. Oh. Yeah. That figure is amazing, but yes. So like favorite suits or armors. In chat, let me know what your guys' favorite armor is, Iron Man.
I think my favorite Mark V.
Mark V?
Yeah. I like that one.
What about you, Economist?
46 all the way.
46? Yeah. What about the 46 got your, like, why?
It just seems like the to me at least, like the best balance of like his like he has like more manual suits like in the earlier movies, and then it becomes like more like automated, and it kind of like struck the balance between like a Mark 85 and like a like a Mark 7. And so I always like those in the movie, and then I also just like the way those look the most on figure.
Right on. Now this is a little known fact, but the Mark 5 weighs like 5 pounds, the whole suit. I was watching Iron Man 2 today because I pulled the trigger on Whiplash, and I was like, what the hell, I might as well watch the scene. So Whiplash is out there tearing up the racetrack, whatever, and literally Happy's got the suitcase, and he's like, hey, look, here's this. And Pepper like throws it out the window. I'm like, how in the hell does Gwyneth Paltrow pick up a freaking Iron Man suit and just toss it 10 feet? That ain't happening. Did he have nanotech in freaking Iron Man 2? Or is it, I don't know. Or is she just really strong? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, that briefcase should weigh just as much as the entire Iron Man suit does, because like it's like the mass doesn't change; it just like changes like.
Yeah, he just folded it like a box.
Yeah, so she just chucked it like it was a football.
So she's just really strong. She was preparing for Iron Man 3 when she becomes a superhero. I don't know, man. That's interesting. I watched that today, and I'm like, you know what? I never thought about that, but. Like, she's either really strong or that suit weighs nothing. It's like aluminum foil. I don't know. Let's see here. Mark 7 is Larry's favorite. Robin says Mark 45. I like the 45 too from Age of Ultron. That's a good one. Mark 5 and 6, Mark 47, just like the gunmetal silver, it pops. Yeah, the Mark 47 is a good figure. I do dig that one too, and I didn't know if I was going to like it when I picked it up, but I do like the 47 as well. So. Good call on that one. But this one right here, like I said,
Patrol. I know you did a video recently where you just like talked about it. But
mm-hmm.
what prompted you to pick that up now as opposed to waiting for the reissue?
A collector put it up for sale, and it was a reasonable price, and I had some money sitting in an account that needed to go away.
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty much the answer. I figured here's what I figured. I figured worst case scenario, I buy it, I make a video on it, I sell it. That's the worst case scenario. What I paid for it, I can't lose any money on it. and I can enjoy it for a little while and I can sell it. That's pretty much that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, fair.
And after I got it, the amount of accessories that thing comes with is unreal for the price point. Unreal. So I enjoy it, and it's a lot. The actual silver on it is way darker than I expected it to be.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, it's more. It's not a bright silver. It's a dark gunmetal gray. And so I was shocked by it. So the Mark 7 by far, if you guys have the option of buying an Iron Man figure and it's new in stock, the Mark 7 is the one I'd recommend.
Yep.
So, Kish, you agree?
I totally agree.
Yeah, bang for the buck, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. You get, essentially getting two figures. You get a pod, you get like battle damage pieces, you get clean pieces, it's for $400, which makes the Illusion Iron Man even more ridiculous for $420.
Yeah, for sure.
Just silly. All right, let's move on, guys. Wonder Woman. I said this was a terrible sculpt, and all the comment section goes, "You're crazy. That's freaking brilliant sculpt, and that's the best sculpt they've ever done of Gal Gadot." I don't see it. What do you guys say?
I thought the last Wonder Woman sculpt was better than this one for sure. Granted, I still think this one looks good, and I like the the sculpted hair, but like I agree with you. I don't think that this is the best Wonder Woman sculpt, and it feels like they actually went down from the last one.
I don't think it looks like her at all. Like I don't know who it is, but I don't think it's like it. Kish, what are your thoughts? Are you a Wonder Woman expert, Gal Gadot expert?
Nope. I'll pass on it.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah. I'm telling you, I got so many out of that 36-minute video I dropped. The most comments were like, "You're crazy. That looks exactly like her." I'm going, okay, no, I don't see it. That's some other lady. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's her stunt double or something. So I don't know who that is. I do like they did the sculpted hair though. I do like that.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
It feels like Buck was moving in the right direction on that.
I picked up the Gamora from Kish with the rooted hair. That's the only other figure I've had with rooted hair. Never again, man. Holy crap. Rooted hair is not for me. Never again. Which makes me sad because I'm pretty sure the next Gamora come out has rooted hair too. So
I believe it does.
Yeah. All right. So here's the Wonder Woman display. Here's the other Spider-Man photo I want to show you guys. This one had me thinking it was the advanced suit material. It did. Has me thinking it. So I don't know, but it had me. Regardless, I'm gonna buy it. I think it's freaking brilliant. And then there's that Velocity suit down there at the bottom right. They showed that last year's STCC, but we still haven't seen it up for pre-order or any blogger photos. So I don't know when we're gonna get that one. I thought that was kind of an interesting release.
Yeah.
And then this one right here, I love everything about this figure.
Yeah, good job.
I love it. Like I said in the video, I was 100% on board with the in-game Wonder Woman until I saw this. And then in-game Wonder Woman got kicked to the curb.
Black Widow, yeah.
Or Black Widow, sorry. Yes, Black Widow.
Actually, I have in-game, and I think it looks a little bit better.
The end game looks better with the ponytail thing coming across and the.
Yeah, it just looks sleek. I'll still pick this one up though.
I had no doubt. I don't know. Here's my thought on this. And this is why I say this. On the shelf, which one's going to stand out more? That was only my thought. And obviously, you got a black suit, white suit, whatever. But I don't know. I like the hair. I like this one. I like it's sculpted. I don't know. The in-game one's awesome. Taskmaster. It looks good. I don't know. It depends on how good a villain he is in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you guys collecting villains?
I'd say I don't particularly try to, but I kind of agree on this one. I'm probably gonna have to see the movie before I can get too hyped about this one. The Black Widow is going to be a buy for me, but
Yeah, this one I'm probably just gonna have to wait and see the movie. I also think it's interesting. This is probably because the movie is delayed. It's probably the first time we're gonna see a Hot Toy come out at the same time as the actual movie. We were talking about that in podcast the other night, so that should be pretty fun.
That's very possible. I don't own any other Black Widow figures from any of the. I've never even owned any of the previous Black Widow releases. Kish, I'm assuming you have had some of them.
Oh yeah, I've had Civil War. I've been Infinity War. Here right now. I've had a handful.
Yeah. Is the Endgame one so far your favorite?
It is.
Yeah.
It looks more like Scarlett Johansson.
It's definitely got better body proportions.
Yeah.
Just from photos I've seen. And it's interesting because tomorrow I'm going to be recording, actually if I find time to do this, I'm going to be editing the next episode of Poser of the Week, which is going to be an Iron Man heavy episode. But I've asked, people have been sending me photos of Black Widow, the new in-game Black Widow. And they're sending me the exact same pose that are in the promo photos. So they're like, they simply just copied the pose and they're sending me photos. And I'm going, that's not your pose, man. That's like the promo photo. I was like, heck, I can't. It's a great pose. I freaking love it. And I would display it that way. I said, but I can't use that. But yeah, Taskmaster looks great. Taskmaster's statue from Sideshow looks amazing too as well. Somebody mentioned that, Mr. Imagination. Yeah, that thing's sick. Here's more back to Star Wars.
Yes.
There's some serious hype for this one. Why don't we have it up for pre-order yet? I don't know. I'm excited about this one. Kish, I know you're going to be picking this up whenever it drops. Because I know you're a Star Wars guru.
Yeah.
I've never owned the Sideshow one. Now, Terry Smith owns the Sideshow version of this. He picked it up last October or December or something like that. And he's been super hyped about that. I was super happy with that figure. This one, what's it going to do to the Sideshow one that's going for $600?
Yeah, no, it's definitely just not good for that one. I don't have the Sideshow one, but if I did, I would definitely sell in anticipation of this one. This one just like, obviously it's Hot Toys. Generally, Hot Toys tends to like outperform Sideshow, except for with the Sideshow Baby Yoda. I like that one more, but I think that this one is just a definite pickup. It seems like an original sculpt. We haven't seen like this look before. The face sculpt is going to be much better on this than the Sideshow one, so. I think if you own that one, definitely own it. But we haven't seen a drop yet, and like we've seen what Hot Toys has done. So I'm still trying to tread with caution, as excited as I am for this figure.
Yeah, it could be one of those like Padme and here it is, or Baze Malbus.
Yeah.
Or it could be a Cassian or something, or Poe, and we never see it. Which, by the way, Hot Toys, we know you're watching this. I want my Baze. I want my Cassian, Bodhi Rook. Everybody but Saw Gerrera from Rogue One, I'm in. You can keep Saw Gerrera. Didn't like that character, but this one could be one that we get. New York could be next year. I don't know. Who knows?
I
but
can do that.
I'm definitely picking it up whenever they release it. I'll pick it up, and we'll get it in 2024.
Yeah, can't wait. 4 more years.
Yeah. All right. There's Stan. There's this guy again. There's all the. All right, so this, I wanted to show this photo because this is what the Iron Man Mark IV holographic looks like outside of Photoshop. This is what it's going to look like on your shelf. I think it looks pretty good. I kind of dig it. And then the other one, the base. I think I got a close up of this base. There's Obi-Wan again. Anti-Ox Spidey. I think that one's a long way from production. Look at that crotch area. What the heck is going on there, Joe?
Got a fanny pack.
It's like I don't know what the hell's going on there. It's weird. It's a weird. I don't know. That's weird. I wanted to show the base of this. All right, there we go. The base of this Illusion Iron Man for $420. This thing,
you're right.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody took a bunch of plastic bags and lit them on fire and melted them, and that's what they got. Or somebody left a plastic bottle out in the sun too long.
Yeah, you make a really good point. Actually, I didn't really look too much at the base on the actual photos. Just looked at what they had on Hot Toys, but it looks way better in the computer generated image on Hot Toy or whatever than
Oh yeah, the Photoshop man, them bloggers, man, they're good at photos. I want to tell you, the Photoshop experts. I mean, you get somebody who knows what they're doing on a computer, they'll make something look good. With the right lighting and everything. But this is how this is what I'm talking about. This is how it would look on your shelf. If you're an average Joe collector and you're putting this in your detolf, you're putting it on your desk, you're putting it on a shelf, wherever, that's what it's going to look like. So you gotta.
I was surprised how small the drone is.
Right?
Considering we got the full size with the homemade suit, they're going to give us that small little one.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a letdown.
Right. Let's see.
Bigger than it.
Do you think Octo Spidey is fabric? No, that's definitely a rubber suit.
No.
That antiox suit is like a rubberish something. Yeah. Fabric wouldn't bunch up like that, I don't think. I thought there was a photo of Django in here somewhere. There's Mech Test Tony. We haven't talked about this one yet. I've already ordered that one, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Oh, that's the one that's 3. Was that one 305?
Yeah, with the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one that I actually did care about the special accessories.
Yeah.
I actually did. I wanted the Mark II mask, and I wanted the little display. I wanted those. So those actually won. The ponchos and other figures didn't give a crap about. This figure right here, if they release it, I think I would buy it. I think I would. As ridiculous as it is, I think it's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool too. It probably doesn't have a place on my shelf, but I definitely respect that figure.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see it because I think this opens the doors to a bunch of other ridiculous items. And this could be a whole nother, if you guys follow Funko Pops at all, they've got a Venomized line, and they actually Marvel Legends doing a Venomized line too, I think. Yeah. It's non-ending. It just goes on forever and ever and ever to go. And this right here, yeah, it could happen. All right, let's see here. Is that all the photos? I felt like I had more Mech Test Tony photos in my gallery, but I guess that's it. So let me go back to this one. Let's talk about Tony for a little bit. Is this, in your guys' opinion, Kish, you've been around a minute collecting these things, does this lead us to the Iron Man Mark I diecast?
For sure. I think I remember when this came out.
I remember seeing this at my local comic shop, and I didn't buy it.
Yeah. Oh, the local place I go to still has it, and they want a pretty penny for it, and it's broke.
That's a tough break for them.
I wonder what they're going to want for it next week.
$200. I tell you.
Oh man, that hurts.
I tried picking it up. God, maybe like 7-8 times. Won't budge on price.
Yeah, they're seeing those eBay prices, man. They're seeing those eBay things out there going, but they're asking $800, and I'm like, well, they're not selling for that. But all right, economists, are you going to get this one?
Yeah, no, I was like a little bit on the fence a bit because I feel like I was overwhelmed by most of the Star Wars toys. I was trying to not pick up too many Marvel ones, but I've got to pick this one up. It just looks great, and I didn't have the first release, and I wasn't going to pay that much.
This is the beginning of the MCU.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you gotta get it. I love that we're gonna get an updated painted sculpt. The dynamic stand's cool. The robot's cool. The deluxe. I think you got to get the robot. I think that's the thing. I like that they included the diorama base with the cardboard backdrop that you can actually use. I might actually use that. I haven't used any like for Infinity War Thanos. That thing was freaking 4 foot tall. I'm not using that thing. I like this one. I think it's super cool, and I probably will use it. So looking forward to Zombie Iron Man. I used to run a haunted house.
I think if we get the Mark I, it'll probably be New York Comic Con. I can totally see them dropping it there.
Right? I would be totally excited about that. All right, so let's do this. Let me transition screens here 1 second, guys. That's all the photos I wanted to share. Yeah, there we go. Should be good now. So just for a few minutes, I want to kind of talk about the journey in collecting. We've talked about all the new releases, kind of what's hot, what's not. Journey in collecting, 6-scale economist. How does let's say over the last 12 months, how has your collection changed, morphed? How's it going with your collection? Let's talk about it, because it happens. People's collections change all the time.
Yeah. So I'd say like probably about like 8 months ago, I started like really like levering up in Star Wars, and so I went back and I picked up a lot of like the secondary markets, and I was doing the whole like every single day checking eBay, trying to pick up things, and I ended up picking up like 13 of them in like a month and a half. And then I kind of filled out my full like Star Wars collection, and then started messing around a little bit with Marvel. And then as Marvel has become more into the spotlight, because I'm more like a Star Wars fan in general, I've actually been trying to lean in on this and sell more of my Marvel figures in anticipation for Mandalorian coming out and all these Star Wars figures coming out. Like I sold my Loki. I at one point had 2 Mark 7s. I sold one of the Mark 7s. Sold a couple things, and then I sold all of my Sideshow clones. So I'm really just trying to make room for like all the Star Wars figures that are coming out, and then pick up Marvel figures here and there as well, but not go too crazy in those, especially when Marvel is so hyped right now.
What about you, Kish?
That's exactly what I've been doing.
So everybody's moving from Marvel to Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's definitely happened in the last year.
I do it because it works.
Oh, that's good.
I do it because I work on
Right.
those things.
It's
So
yeah. It's a fun thing to see. I made a decision way back when. Like I had the Iron Man Mark 46 when it first dropped. I bought it then. I had Captain America Civil War. I had all this stuff, right? Because I was buying Marvel stuff. And then I said, I did the same thing, guys. I was like, I'm dumping all this stuff. I'm going to go to Star Wars. And I dumped it. I dumped the 46, which I think I sold it for like $350 at the time because that was what it cost. Captain America, Civil War, Deadpool's. I mean, I got rid of a whole bunch of Marvel stuff and I started buying Star Wars stuff. And as you can see, I still have a lot of Marvel stuff in the collection. And of course, then I get 4 Guardians sitting over here, which actually I have 5. And then, Ragnarok shows up. I love the Marvel movie. Start buying those. And then Iron Man shows up, and I end up with like 6 or 7 Iron Man figures. And you're like, well, how did that happen? And then today I get the Mark IV Holo. I get the War Machine. We're going to get the Iron Patriot whenever that drops. I mean, it's just I don't know. How do you keep Marvel out of your collection?
you can't.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure how you do that either. It's a tough
I just
call.
try and always keep it tight with my Iron Man figures. Try not to get too many, and I usually try to stay like under 4, and to try and keep room for it. And Iron Man and Spider-Man is like where the bulk of my Marvel. Try and get my Marvel stuff and try and keep it tight from there. Captain America as well.
Was the Mark 50 is my least favorite Iron Man figure that I own. It's just not. I don't know. There's something about it. If it was more battle damaged, I'd probably like it more. But it's just too clean. It's too
shiny.
Yeah,
Very shiny.
and even the accessory pieces are all plastic.
Yeah.
Which is one reason I do not want the zombie Iron Man. I don't know. And it's about the only Iron Man figure out there that consistently sells for less than retail.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's because they made 4 gazillion of them. And I think you can still get it on Sideshow, so I think it's still there.
It's still there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
I still have mine.
Yeah, I know. It was like, I thought about selling it, and I'm going,
yeah. Well,
now's not a good time to sell that figure at all. Mr. Imagination says, if Zombie Iron Man does well, will that open the door for Marvel Zombies? I don't think so. I think it's a one-off thing that they just... Yeah. I think they were just having fun doing something as a side project, honestly. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Half Tony... here's the one thing we do not have in Marvel. We need just a legit full suit Tony Stark figure. Just a pimp suit.
Yep.
Shades, the whole thing. Just give us a Tony Stark figure with a pile of hands and rings and all the crap.
Yeah. Like the Iron Man 1 or the Iron Man 2.
Either one, yeah. Just hook him up, man.
Give us one. Yeah.
Just give us a regular Tony Stark. And I don't know. I'd love to see that. All right. Well, gentlemen, we've been on here for a little over an hour. We're going to wrap this up. I want to say thanks for you guys joining us. It was fun. We're going to do this again with some other releases. Super fun. Kish, thanks for coming on here, man. I know you don't really do this, but I appreciate you, man.
I'll keep doing it. You keep inviting me. I'll keep doing it.
I could talk toys for hours and hours and hours. But
as of August 10th, production starts back up. So
yeah,
I will be working.
You'll be busy. And I thank you for your efforts because that means we have more stuff to talk about. So
content.
Content, exactly.
We need. We're running out of it.
I know, right? Economist, what you got coming up this week on your channel, man? Got anything exciting?
Got a few videos scheduled. Just basically going to be doing some individual videos on all the ones we've seen. Pretty pumped to get the one out on Anakin and some more thoughts on the other ones. But I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, it's been like Christmas this week for all these releases.
I know, right? It's like next week we're going to take a breather and here's the bad part.
For a minute.
Yeah. Check this out. This is bad. I've been showing this for freaking 2 weeks. I still haven't opened it.
Oh, you gotta get that open.
I still haven't had time to open it because we've had all this stuff going on this week. So anyways, still sitting here. Yeah, it's got another accessory I'll never take out, which is that freaking winter coat. I'm never gonna take that thing out. But I'll have to take it out for a video, I guess. But yeah, so maybe next week I'll get to that and we can make a video about it, talk about it. So, guys, thank you. I very much appreciate your time. But we're going to wrap this up. If you haven't already, the mods have been dropping links to 6 Scale Economist's YouTube channel. Go check him out. Subscribe if you like the content. Hit notifications, live streams, all that kind of fun stuff. Kish doesn't have a YouTube channel,
follow him.
Yeah, but say subscribe, then you can follow him. He'll be here.
Yep.
But thank you, gentlemen. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, appreciate you, Patrol. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.